So 80 seniors each study one science. The table shows some information about these students. Let's get our calculators out, please, and we're going to complete the table. So let's first do the total column so you understand how I got the 33 there. Okay, so then what are some other things we can fill in? We should then be able to fill in the physics. Wouldn't that have to be 14? Does that make sense? Okay. What else? We know that's 14, then the chemistry has to be 15 because 18 plus 15 plus 14 has to add up to 47, and then we could complete the rest of the table. Okay. Now, we did this last hour already, but we don't have any issues completing the table, I hope. Okay. Guys, we're going to be working on this for several days, and we're going to be doing scatter plots and stuff on our calculators sometimes as well. So please make sure you bring a calculator, even if it's just a scientific one for calculations and percentages, okay? So it says, one student is picked at random. Write down the probability that the student studies physics. Okay, what do you think you're going to divide to get that answer? I said one student is picked at random. So if I'm just picking it, did I mention that it was a category or anything like that? No, just one student picked at random. That means out of the total 80, write down the probability that the student studied physics. So what am I going to divide by 80? What number? The total of 33 by 80. Would you check out that you get 41% just to make sure you get the same thing as I do? And I wrote down, because we should practice doing this, this is a marginal distribution because I took something that was in the margin and divided by the total in the table. DISTR is just an abbreviation for distribution. Okay, next. I highlighted some things. What is the probability that the student is female if we know they are studying chemistry? So I'm telling you, if we know they are studying chemistry. Is my probability going to be out of 80 this time? No. What is it going to be out of? 21, because I'm telling you, this is one condition. We know they're studying chemistry. So we would take, in just the chemistry column, the females. So 15 out of 21. Would you do that, please? What percent do you get? 71%. This is an example of a conditional distribution because we gave the condition that they were studying chemistry. Okay, ready? What is the probability that the student is studying chemistry if we know they are female? This kind of seems like the same question, but it's not. This is where you got to read carefully. If we know they are female. So what are we dividing by? And so here's the thing. In this probability, in this total group, there were males. In this total group, there are not males. This is just all of the females. So in other words, if I took, let's say, in our school, and I just I separated into female and male, and I just looked at the females. And then I broke it down by what science they were studying. So it should be 15 out of 47, 32%. This is another example of a conditional distribution. Is that the last one I asked? Okay. Would you please take about 5 minutes. I don't want to give away my answers. To take a look at the next table. I'll leave these up here just to confirm you get the same thing as me. But here's what's going on in this information, okay? This is a high school. This is Ithaca High School. And in Ithaca High School, they took 3 different years. The years were 1959, 1970, and 1980. And they took the class, the total class sizes are right here, okay? And they broke them down into what they did after high school. Continuing education, that would mean college or some kind of trade school. Anything that you know, it could be learning to be an electrician or something like that. Or it could mean going to 4-year university. Employed, that means right after high school, they went and got a job. And then in the military, we know what that is, joining the military. Other, we were trying to figure out what other was in 4th hour. We said, I don't know, what are they just hanging out, or... I did say to some students, I said, you know, in the 50s, it's possible for women anyways, that they got married right out of high school and they were just a housewife. That doesn't happen as much as time went on, but Anthony said that, what, were they just bums or what? I don't know what other means, but it's other. Okay, anyways, regardless, would you please finish this table, and then I'd like you to answer the question. Just take about 5 minutes, and then we'll check our answers.